This podcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
Place to Be Nation, welcome to Piece of the Action. I'm your host, Matt Souza. Thank you for joining me for yet another action movie live watch. My guest tonight, making his return to the show, along with myself, was one of the gems on Jenny and the Gems. He's also the world's biggest Lex Luger and Jimmy Valiant fan, Drew Wardlaw. Drew, welcome back to the show. How you doing?
Doing good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great. Why don't you tell everybody listening what we are watching this evening and why you chose this fine movie?
Well, we are watching tonight the 1989 Albert Pyun classic Cyborg, starring none other than Jean Claude Van Damme.
Mm-hmm.
I chose this movie because I've had a recent fascination with I don't know quite what you would call it, but there's a lot of sci-fi movies that's like low budget, sleazy, dystopian sci-fi trash, where like I've got a well, we can get into this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it while we're watching the movie. I'll get into it, but yeah, I mean this movie is sick, and I watched it for maybe the first time. This is one that may have fallen into the too young to see it.
I could see why.
yeah.
But well, I'm glad you chose this movie because it is the first time we are dipping into the archive of one JCVD. So very excited for that.
Yes.
So we are paused at just about the 2 or 3 second mark. Currently available as of this recording on Amazon Prime to rent there. It's not streaming anywhere, I don't think. That's how we're watching it. We're watching it through Amazon Prime. So on the count of 3, we are going to hit play. Drew, are you ready, sir?
Ready.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, play.
So we've got, of course, the Metro Goldwyn Mayer lion roaring away, followed by, wait for it, here it comes.
It's coming.
Boom.
What a logo.
Canon.
Man.
Now, are you familiar with Canon Pictures at all?
The name sounds vaguely familiar. I feel like they did a lot of like low budget stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Canon Entertainment, baby.
Kind of their forte was doing this like Golan Globus. I remember that name too.
They were big in the Saturday morning cartoon field as well, I think.
Yep.
There you go, Albert Pyun or Pyun. I don't know how to say the.
I'm not even going to attempt it.
The last name. But anyways, so this movie. So we're in New York City here. Dystopian sci-fi is the name of the game. And we see New York City in the future.
Clearly a backdrop.
Yeah. Opening scene is a crucified naked woman.
All right.
That is what's up. This movie is so sick.
Off to a hell of a start here. So,
man.
Is this your favorite JCVD movie, you think?
I mean, it's between this and Bloodsport.
I'm a Bloodsport man. Underrated one is Sudden Death. I don't know if you've ever seen that
Dude.
one. God,
Sudden Death. I ended up seeing. I rented it. I was homesick with something, and my mom let me rent it.
What a great movie. Gets in a fight with a mascot. I mean, my God, what more do you need them? Oh,
that movie is really good. Look, that looks like Lex Luger and John Cena mixed.
Lex Luger.
Yeah. Total package, baby.
Is that why you like this movie so much? Is that why you chose it?
Yes, just for that little shot.
Hey.
So, okay, have you seen this before?
Once or twice, but a long time ago.
Yeah, so this is one I definitely remember being talked about, like around the time it was released, but I can't remember if I saw it or not. But I watched it for all intents and purposes the first time few months ago.
Yep.
And was pretty blown away by it.
Mhm.
So like I was saying, I have been fascinated by these types of movies where they're a little bit hard to describe, but it's like
Right.
they're just dystopian, low budget, relatively low budget. They take place in the near future.
This guy with chainmail on. Oh my God, what a look!
Yes, and now both movies you and I have watched featured a villain in chainmail.
Villain in chainmail, yes. Fantastic.
And we just got a subtitle that said in parentheses, "Bones crack."
And
that's what's up.
Off to a hell of a start with this movie.
So
I crucified women, my lord.
And a jacked up guy too that looks like Lex Luger. So I've got a couple guys I talked to. We're real into horror movies, and that's how we got started talking about these sci-fi movies. And so one of them, Crucial John, like loves this movie. It's like one of his favorites. So we've been talking about this one a lot lately. So I'll try to. I mean, those guys are like. So it's CC, Crucial John, and Daniel, or Dookie, as you may, if you will. But
of course,
those guys, like, they're deep into. They know all about tons of different kinds of movies and stuff. I just like to rock out to the movies, you know.
Look at this. Look at that. Jean Claude Van Damme's name with fire around it. My God. All right. Now we're talking.
Sick. Now we're talking. But yeah, those guys, they'll know. Like, I learned a lot about this movie from them, but they know all the ins and outs and everything. I watch a lot of movies, but it's much more surface level with me. But,
I know some stuff about some movies, and other movies I just watch for the hell of it. It's like
yeah, totally. So we've been like. We compiled a list of those kind of sci-fi movies, and I think that's what I sent you when we were talking about a movie to do. So it's like this, Predator 2, which is one that I didn't really think about, but that totally falls under this category. Hardware, Nemesis. Geez, what else? I think it's called Tracer. What's that one called?
I've heard of that one.
Have you? Yeah, with Rutger Hauer.
Yep, that's why, because I love Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Let's see. Split Second. Okay, I've got my list pulled up here. The Rutger Hauer one where it takes place like in London. Is it man? What's that? Is it called Tracer? No, I don't think so. Is it? Split Second. Split Second. Does that sound right?
I'm looking it up.
I just watched it recently.
Well, all right. We see Jean Claude Van Damme here, knifing people to death in an alleyway. So
yeah. And now, are you familiar with the director Albert? Again, Pyun or Pyun?
I've heard the name. I can't tell you what else he's done.
Yeah, so he's done kind of a lot of these types of movies. He's also dabbled in he did a movie called The Sword and the Sorcerer, which is a sword and sorcery movie.
Yep.
That movie's really good too.
Yep.
But
I've heard of that one. I've never seen it, but
it's cool. It's good. But yeah, he's kind of made a career out of doing these types of movies. Worked with Rutger Hauer a lot too. Like he did one called Omega Doom. I haven't seen that before, but that was him. But
I mean, why wouldn't you want to work with Roy Batty? I mean, my God.
totally, yeah. I mean, yeah, like it's almost like um, Blade Runner is kind of like a template for these movies, but
Mhm.
like a way more like high concept,
Right.
like tasteful
With
version.
with less of a story.
Right? Yeah, yeah. But
All right,
it's like
there's the Cyborg.
there you go.
I tell you what, for a B movie, those special effects are pretty good.
Yeah, totally. So a little trivia nugget about this. So the budget on this is very low, $500,000.
Oh wow.
They used a lot of the set pieces and stuff from there was an aborted Spider-Man movie and an aborted sequel to He-Man Masters of the Universe.
Really?
And so they had already paid for the sets and everything.
Hmm.
And so they just used a lot of that stuff for
Huh.
this.
That's you want to save money. That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
I
And
feel like most of that $500,000 went to making the Cyborg head.
yes. But I don't know. It's cool. Like they
Mhm.
made an effective movie
Hmm.
on very little money,
Right.
and I mean it grossed I think $10 million.
There's something about the look of like low budget shit, like when it's done well,
Yeah,
that I don't like practical effects and stuff. Like give me that over awful looking CGI. I'd rather take a bad practical effect over bad CGI.
totally.
Yeah.
Do you, do you think there's any, because there's definitely like I'm sure part of it's nostalgia, but there's definitely a desire and an appreciation for low budget practical effects.
Hmm.
Do you think there's any level of that? It could, maybe it's like a generational thing.
Hmm.
Do you think there's any desire for that for oh yeah, we got some real rampage going on now.
I'm just gonna set fire to this town.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Uh but do you think, like, for younger people, if you're 15 or whatever now, do you think there's an appreciation and there's like people seek out low budget CGI
Mhm.
effects and have that same kind of attachment and
I
appreciation for it?
the thing is, I feel like these type of movies, like Cyborg, were released more like mainstream. Like you saw these type of movies in the theaters more. Where
Right.
I feel like now even like a low budget action movie, or a lower tier action movie, I should say, is still gonna have pretty good CGI. I think at the very least now. You just don't see stuff like this really in theaters anymore. It's all like direct to video or like and even like shit they throw, like TV movies they throw on sci-fi, even those have CGI in them now. So I don't know. It probably depends on the person, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Um, were you ever into watching like the real bad, so bad it's good, that kind of? Were you ever into that genre at all?
A little bit here and there, not a lot. Like I've seen like Sharknado, like I've seen a couple of those
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
but like beyond that, not really. I mean,
Yeah.
I know they're out there, obviously, but
Yeah. Um, I was really, from a young age too. Like a friend of mine's older brother was really into watching those movies, so we got in on that pretty young. So
yeah.
I watched all kinds of
Jeez.
real silliness, dude.
All right, he's got a sword now. Oh, that lady's dead.
Or is she?
Or is she? Thank you. Now, is there any inkling of what year this is, or did they just say the future?
Yeah, it's just the future as far as I know.
See, there is something to that, because it doesn't seem like outdated, like it could never get outdated type of thing,
Yeah, yeah.
But like it leaves it to, is it 2007? Is it 2240? Whatever, But
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, it's just kind of vaguely in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, and that's a cool. Again, that's one of the hallmarks of those movies that I was talking about. Like it's in the near future,
Right.
and it's dystopian, and everything's kind of crumbling, and there's always, what a big element is like the element of law, like law and order, like
Yep.
struggling to be preserved.
Yeah. All right, we're at a what appears to be a makeshift funeral here.
Hmm.
So
that's, and we see Jean Claude. He's got long hair at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So we're jumping around the timelines a little bit. So,
We're in the further future,
or the more near future, right? We don't know.
Oh, I see. It was a flashback. He was thinking.
Right.
I see.
Yeah.
That is a horrible wig he's wearing.
It's not great.
No. Oh my lord. He's got the Fabio hair going. Oh my god, that is hideous.
It's could have used a little bit more money on the wig, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, low budget.
yeah, but hey, I'll forgive it.
All he needs is a seagull hanging from his mouth, and he would be Fabio.
Oh. Fabio is not a culturally relevant person at this point, right?
I don't think so.
Do the kids know Fabio?
Kids, if you're listening, shoot me a DM on the Twitter machine. Do you know who Fabio is? Or I'll do you one better. If you're listening and you don't know who Fabio is, go ahead and go on Google and type in Fabio roller coaster seagull and see what pops up.
Man, isn't that that's like proof of a higher power?
I mean, yeah, for that timing to be
like the cosmos, There's something really in the cosmos that.
It's like that time Randy Johnson threw the pitch and hit the pigeon. It's the same thing.
Yeah, just brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, look at that.
Oh boy. Oh, those eyes. My lord.
So we see a flashback of a little girl. She's yelling and holding barbed wire.
I mean, what child doesn't? It was a big event when I got my first barbed wire as a youth. I'll tell you.
And your first barbed wire rope.
Yeah, it was quite a deal. It was like a rite of passage.
So let me ask you something. Do you consider Jean Claude Van Damme to be like one of the big, let's say the big four action stars of the 80s?
It's funny because I was thinking of this today and was going to ask you what you thought about this. So I think the top two are obviously Schwarzenegger and Stallone for me, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's understood. Is there a top? I don't even know if there is a top four because it's like I feel like Van Damme and guys like Chuck Norris, they're all like in that next tier for me because like they didn't really do any like really big budget stuff, right? Until like later on in some cases. So I don't know. They don't hit that Schwarzenegger Stallone tier for me. But I mean, as far as that next tier, they're the top of the list. I think Van Damme is probably the top of that next tier down.
Yeah. He would have to be like number 3 probably. I was thinking, because I've been thinking about that question and asking you for a while, and so I was thinking, yeah, of course, Arnold and Sly are number 1 and 2.
Yep.
Initially, I thought, okay, it's Arnold, Sly, Dolph Lundgren, and Jean Claude Van Damme, but that's not entirely. I mean, regardless of order, Dolph Lundgren isn't that.
Right.
He doesn't have that good of a case.
The one case I thought of when I was thinking about this, and it's kind of a sneaky one, is Nick Cage.
For 80s. for
Oh,
80s action.
for 80s. I thought you meant overall.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll get to overall. But let's stick to 80s right now.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean, if you limit it to 80s, then I would say Van Damme might jump up to the top next to Schwarzenegger and Stallone, but it's close.
He's a clear step down from those guys. But if you're trying to pick four, then
Right.
because otherwise you've got like Kurt Russell, you could put him in there.
Mm-hmm.
What about?
I mean, you got Chuck Norris too. I mean,
Yeah, Chuck Norris. I mean, what about? Oh, come on! Oh, I totally blanked on John McClane's real name.
Oh, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just the Die Hard movies alone probably get him.
But I mean, that's if just thinking 80s. There's only one of those that's in the 80s, right? Or is number 2 in the 80s?
Two is the 80s. Yeah, 3 is the third one is 95.
92? Oh, is that late? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's not. Yeah, I don't know. So, Chuck Norris.
That's probably that would be my top 4. Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Van Damme, and Chuck Norris would probably be my 4 for the 80s.
Yeah. Okay.
Now for the 90s, I think it's Stallone, it's Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think Nick Cage gets in there solely for Con Air, for Face Off, and for The Rock. I think you got to put Nick Cage there.
Yeah, because that's like a different boy. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Because I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You wouldn't really think about that, but
Right, I know. It popped. I was looking. I was thinking earlier today. I was like, you know what? Fucking Nick Cage. Like 3 of the best action movies of all time. He's in them. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
Never mind the other stuff he's done, especially some of his recent stuff. My lord.
He'll do anything, right?
He really will.
Yeah. He's got all kinds of weird financial issues and all kinds of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's why he's kind of. But I mean, in a way, it's. I don't know if it's good, but like he's kind of doing what he wants. So I mean,
yeah,
he doesn't need to do like big budget stuff if he doesn't want to. So
I wonder if he's even asked to do big budget stuff anymore, or if he's just in a different. Oh man, there's just a line that sort of goes against your hard ass style. Yeah.
I mean,
that's what's up.
The last big budget movie he was in, I mean, he did a voice in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. He was in that.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like since then he hasn't done anything really like big budget, unless I'm missing a glaring obvious one.
Yeah, I don't know. But I wonder if he's got such a reputation now for doing that other stuff that it doesn't really, like, you kind of can't bring him back.
Right. I'll tell you, some of it is pretty good though. Some of his recent stuff, I will say. I watched. There's that one Mandy. It's kind of like a horror type thing.
Yeah, that's supposed to be good.
That was fucking wild. That was wild.
Yeah. So, do you have any sense of what's going on here, plot wise?
Absolutely not. They're jumping around. They're talking to people. I know this is the lady that he threw the knife at. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So now he's saved her to get her out of the bad place. So I think. Am I close? Yeah.
So they're trying to get to Atlanta. They were in New York City. They're trying to get to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get, because it's the whole thing that's been wiping out humanity has been a plague.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting timing as we're doing this show, huh?
It's a little close to home.
Really makes you think.
Maybe I should start wearing a wig like Jean Claude Van Damme and start traveling across the country.
Yeah, just going for it. Oh man. Yeah, so they're trying to get to they're trying to get to Atlanta to find this cure, because there's scientists supposedly in Atlanta. That's where the CDC is based.
I see.
Yeah, and now if you saw the movie Outbreak, you may know that. Have you seen that before, Outbreak?
Who's in that? Refresh my memory.
It's Cuba Gooding Jr. and Dustin Hoffman.
I don't think I have. I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it.
Dude, that movie is awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome, man.
I don't know if I'd want to watch it now.
Dude, I watched it last year, like right at the start of everything, and it got me like pumped up.
Oh God, this poor child with lesions all over her face.
Yes, we got some virus action going on here. So there's the cyborg element here, is that there's computer information stored that the scientists need to complete the cure.
Right.
So how are we going to get the computer information? How is it stored?
God, I thought that was his skin for a minute. That's just a net he's wearing.
Yeah.
I thought he was like a lizard man or something. I mean, it's the future. Who knows what'll happen?
Yeah.
Maybe lizard men or coming soon, reptile men.
Anything can happen at this point.
It's true. All right, now we're on a boat.
Yeah, so we're cutting. There's a lot of jumping.
There's a lot happening here.
A lot happening.
We're jumping all over the place.
Yes.
My Lord. Well, I mean, peeling back the onion, it is a less than a 90-minute movie. So, I mean, there is not a lot of time to tell this story here. That's
true. And I guess it was actually edited. It was pretty. I mean, it's a pretty violent movie, but I guess it was originally given an X rating, and they had to edit it down some for violence. Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. That's like famously RoboCop was an X-rated movie.
And then they did the unreleased one of like a couple years later, or like 10 years later, and
yeah, the Criterion DVD is unreleased.
Yep.
Which I own.
I do too.
All right. Look at us.
Look at that. Actually, I think I have all three of them, actually.
Oh, do you? The second RoboCop is really good.
Sure is. We don't talk about 3 on this podcast.
No. out of respect for the franchise and for the listener.
Yes, exactly. 3 never happened. It didn't happen. I don't recognize. We on a piece of the action do not recognize RoboCop 3 as a movie that actually exists. So, as far as we are concerned here on this podcast, there's 2 RoboCop movies.
There you go. I do something else I really love about. I mean, I think any movie, honestly, but I love dystopian graffiti.
Yeah.
Like there's just someone just spray painted the name Susan Tabor.
I hope she was nice.
I hope so too.
I mean, look, there's David. No, there's a name there that says David. So
yeah,
David and Susan. This building was named after them.
Well, it could be. Hey, maybe it's a tribute to fallen loved ones.
We declare this dilapidated building in the name of David and Susan.
May they rest in peace.
May it stand forever.
Yeah. R.I.P. David and Susan.
Oh, wait, we have Steve now and Kill 'Em All. All right.
All right.
Big Metallica fans. Graffiti tagged.
Yeah. Yes. So look at this. We got Fender's gang here. Now, I don't know if you've been catching any of the names or not.
I have not. As
So
far as side characters go, no.
So do you know what Jean Claude's name is?
No. So I guess I don't know his either. Did they say his?
They did. It's Gibson Rickenbacker.
Oh Lord.
Now, look at that. He's got
Oh,
a nail coming out, a
shoe
blade
knife.
coming out of his.
Shoe knife.
Yes. Retractable blade out of the cowboy boots. Ah, he's awesome. Yes.
Gibson Rickenbacker.
Now, do you know, you're a music guy? You know the
Mhm.
significance of that? Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of the names. It's like Fender,
Yeah.
something. Fender, a Fender tremolo.
Yeah, he's the guy that just got knifed in the face.
Mm.
Jeez.
Look at that. Here he comes. There's a
That stare.
and now we can't hear it because we're on mute, but great music in this too.
Yep.
And the soundtrack is really cool.
Oh, there goes Sabian hi-hat as he falls off the building. Jesus.
Yeah, look at that. Yes.
God. See, there's something like that looks more real. I'm sorry, using a dummy for that, like than CGI. See, it wouldn't have the same oomph with it if it was, a computer thing.
I think they really crossed a line, and I don't know when this started, but once they started doing computer-generated gore, not just like a body falling, but like blood and stuff. I think that was kind of a point of no return.
Right.
And I don't know. I feels like I'm a big horror movie fan, and I love like real gory stuff, But they started at a certain point. They started doing a pretty like extreme gore in just like kind of any movie you can think of, Like I remember I forget the name of it, but there was a buddy cop movie starring Batista and that guy Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh yeah, Stuber, right?
Yeah. So it's like that was a fine movie, but there were some really, really violent, gory parts in that, and it was just all CGI, So I don't know. It kind of I can't quite articulate why it upsets me, but it's like it's. It's like
I want my blood to be real. Damn it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's almost like it's not earned or something, Like if you a lot of people will kind of like seek out. I think in that specific instance, it's like you oftentimes will seek out a very gory movie, and you kind of know going into it that this is going to be gnarly. Yep. But if you're watching like a buddy cop movie or some like really graphic, like bloody, gory scene, it's kind of I don't know, kind of inappropriate. Yeah, unexpected, I guess.
I thought this was a comedy.
Yeah, hey, what's going on here?
I think that's part of like the CGI versus practical thing. I think that's part of what made the last Mad Max movie so good, was the fact that it was mostly practical effects. I don't know if you saw Fury Road, the last one. Yeah. But like the practical effects in it were so fantastic. Like the CGI, I think there was like one scene with CGI in the whole movie, and it made a difference. You could tell.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, even a lot of the new Star Wars movies, they at least are using a lot of costuming, right? And makeup. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, obviously some stuff is CGI. But...
Yeah, there's a lot in there, of course, but I think they're trying to use a lot of the a lot at least in terms of characters.
Right.
So now we've got we're kind of switching back and forth again with the timelines here. So
I don't know what year it is in this movie right now. Is it past, present, or future present? So very
that's the question. I actually think, and we're kind of talking and jumping around here, but I do think they actually do a pretty good job. You're kind of instantly thrown into this very intense, confusing timeline, but they do a good job of slowly revealing the story to you over the course of the movie, and you slowly are able to put different parts of it together. I think they do a pretty good job of that.
All right, we got these men staring at them through a window. Not creepy at all.
No, roving marauders.
Oh, it was a nightmare.
Or was it just a flashback?
Oh, jeez. Who could say at this point? He has quite the scar on his chest there.
He sure does.
Looks like a bear mauled him.
Let's see. This movie's so good. I love this movie. Oh, man. There was a sequel, too.
There was a couple sequels, I think. Wasn't there?
Was there really?
I think so.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think there's 3 or 4 of these, actually.
Well, I mean, they're so cheap to make. I mean, why not?
Sure.
Why not just do 100 of them?
Yeah, why not? I think, you know what? I can't remember the movie again. The Rutger Hauer movie.
Split Second. Is that what?
Split Second. I think that one, or no. Nemesis, which is another of this guy Albert Pyun. There's I think there's 6 of those.
Good God.
Which is cool. I should try to watch all of those. I bet they're all great.
Oh, he did Alien from L.A. I've seen that episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Okay, now I know who Albert Pyun is.
Okay.
Now I know what we're dealing with.
Yeah. Pure class and talent all the way, I mean.
Absolutely. So apparently there was a Cyborg 3, which came out in 1994.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like that might have been the last one.
Cyborg 3, The Recycler.
Yes. Starring Malcolm McDowell.
Whoa. Cool. Yeah, I bet it's good.
I feel like I've seen a more recent one, though, when I was looking this up. I thought I saw another one, a more recent one. Unless it's from another Cyborg or is there more than one Cyborg franchise?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I think a franchise called Cyborg, I think that lends itself to having multiple interpretations and franchises.
Oh wait, we have Cyborg 2087, and I don't know what that is.
There you go.
That was 1966. Then there's Cyborg Cop. There's 3 of those.
Oh yeah.
Then we have Cyborg She, which is a Japanese movie, and we have Cyborg Soldier, which is from 2008.
Cool.
That's according to Wikipedia.
Yeah. So that scene, we just saw a Cyborg scene where they were making working on the cyborg element, and the eye came out, and that's good. This is good use of special effects here.
Yep. This guy. I don't like the cut of this guy's jib.
That's Fender Tremolo. That's him.
That's not Sabian hi-hat. Bummer.
No.
Oh.
So I'll let me get the cast.
Zildjian Snare. It's not him.
That's good. That's a good name. That's a really good name.
Those glasses look like prescription lenses, like that you wear when you're driving.
Yeah. Well, they may be, but look, this is the future here, a dystopian future. You gotta just kind of take what you can get, right?
That's true. He might have, he may need the prescription, or he may have just picked him up from someone he killed. Who knows?
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, so we've got Gibson Rickenbacker, we've got Fender Tremolo,
Rickenbacker.
We've got Marshall Strat.
There. Oh my God.
We've got Les.
Yeah, of course.
We've got Pearl Prophet.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got Nady Simmons.
Jeez.
Nady Simmons. Simmons is an electric drum company. Nady, I don't know what Nady is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Are they like on the surface of the sun right now? Van Damme is very sweaty.
Very sweaty. Well, see, they're getting closer to the south. They're headed south, so it's getting more and more humid.
I see. See, this is why you're here. You're explaining everything.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't get over that name, Gibson Rickenbacker.
Great name. Zildjian Snare, though, that's like a cool name.
Well, when they make Cyborg 4 coming up, sometime in the next 5 years,
yeah.
If you're listening, whoever makes that movie, you call me. You shoot me a DM. I'll give you the rights to Zildjian Snare.
Yeah, who's gonna Jon Favreau? Jon Favreau. I think he should take on the Cyborg franchise.
If you want practical effects, you don't want Jon Favreau.
No, I reckon you don't.
You want the Mad Max guy, George Miller. That's who you want.
George Miller. I mean, Mad Max would kind of fall into this category.
Yeah,
right?
the first one definitely.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's not, because I think there is kind of like a cyberpunk element to a lot of them too that Mad Max doesn't have. But now, have you seen Predator 2?
Yes, but not recently, but I have seen it.
I watched that. I hadn't seen that, I don't think, since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
And
that's a movie. That's a movie.
Now that is a movie. Man, that's a movie. Oh, that one is so good. Legitimately awesome. And it takes place in LA. I thought it took place in New York, but no. LA, baby.
All right, we got this dramatically long hallway here.
Yeah, they're in like an abandoned factory. They do a huge running. It's Jean Claude and another guy, a villain here. They ran at each other from 100 yards away.
This guy looks like the lead singer of like a White Lion cover band or something.
Yeah. Off he goes. Bam.
Oh, man.
Look at that. He's got 2 machetes.
Use the knife boot. Use the knife boot. Or the boot knife, I guess.
Jean Claude. So a lot of the things that were cut from the movie, it was all throat slashings.
That got it an X rating? Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But I mean, there's a lot of
slashings
in this movie.
You have to wonder, though. Like, did they just knock it because it was low budget?
Yeah, probably.
Because, I mean, what year did you say this came out? 1989?
89, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's see what other movies came out in 1989, and let's see how goddamn violent they were. Because I feel like throat slashing is not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, maybe it was then, but...
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, like this... This is even without the extra throat slashings, this is a pretty violent movie. It's a pretty hard R, but
it deserves the R rating for sure. But an X, I don't know.
Yeah, well, isn't there? I know there's a documentary that came out a few years ago about the MPAA rating system and how it is very political, and certain movies will get a pass. Certain, So I'm sure that was present even back then.
I believe it 100%.
Look at that walk. Man, he's got a great stare down walk, doesn't he?
He sure does.
All right.
So Kickboxer came out in 1989.
Yes.
So Pet Sematary was 1989.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're talking some violent films here.
Yeah, and those are big movies too.
Yeah. So part of me wonders if they just fucked with it because it was low budget.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
No Holds Barred came out in 1989.
How could we forget?
Perhaps the most violent movie
of all time.
This is a lot of people for him to deal with.
Dude, he's got a great game face, doesn't he? Van Damme.
He looks like he's been through hell.
Yeah. And now you are a Bloodsport fan, correct?
Yep. Another one. It's been a while since I've seen, but last time I saw it, I loved it. It's been a couple of years.
Yeah. Great movie.
Mm-hmm. I still might like Sudden Death the best though. As much as I love Bloodsport, maybe it's because I'm a hockey guy. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I fucking love Sudden Death.
Sudden Death is really good. I actually want to watch that again.
Yeah, I just watched it not that long ago. It still holds up.
I mean that's a decidedly 90s action movie.
Totally.
You know?
Yep.
Oh, dude, that's you know what? That's a really good call because that movie is really good.
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
Yeah, I want to watch that one again.
Yeah. Powers Booth is the villain. Oh.
Right.
Oh, man, look at that.
A lot of blades in this one.
There is. It's very knife heavy. A lot of knife work going on.
A lot of knife work. They can't really make a big budget R-rated action movie anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean,
well, I think Mad Max was rated R, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to. John Wick.
Oh, are those rated R?
Oh, big time, definitely.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen any of those.
I just watched them for the first time recently. They are all very good.
Okay. Yeah, I remember like everyone seemed to like them.
Highly recommended.
Okay, so that there you go. Maybe that was an unfair statement.
You can do it. It's different than something like this. It's more big budget. It's more, there's more story to it now than this. I mean, there's a lot of story here. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But...
Yes, this is a rich narrative now.
It's the Glenn Ross of action movies.
Yeah.
Is Cyborg.
Yes. My wife refuses to watch Glenn Ross with me. I've
never seen it. I just know it's a very talky movie.
Oh yes. Well, so we started watching, and this was years ago now. But we started watching it, and there's it opens with that famous scene. It's raining and they're in the real estate office and they have the leads come in, and she couldn't make it past that scene, and she got like so mad at it.
Drew, I won't lie to you, I'm just bored just you describing it.
Yeah, well,
I think the problem is you have to be smart to like that movie, and it just goes over my head.
You're not smart, huh?
No, it's a real. Haven't you heard me on podcasts? It's a real problem.
Yeah, you're a wordsmith.
Oh, yeah. That's what they call me.
Yeah, you're just a genius storyteller and orator.
I'm a walking dictionary.
You sure are.
I'm a encyclopedia of knowledge, I am.
See, that as a fender must be destroyed. Now, are you getting the I don't want to spoil anything, but
please.
There's some kind of connection between the young girl that we see in the flashbacks to the one of the girls in Fender's gang here.
Fender's gang.
Fender Tremolo and his gang.
Why does everybody look like lead singers of bands?
Well, I was gonna say like good use of like real jacked up metalhead looking guys, of the time.
Vaguely Glenn Danzig looking people.
Oh yeah, taller though, much taller.
Yeah, and not as tough. Hopefully they don't sing Elvis songs.
I haven't heard that yet.
It's quite poor.
Yeah,
it's very bad. I needed to listen to it because I needed to know. I needed to know what it sounded like, and it sounded like shit.
Oh boy, Glenn Danzig.
Yeah. God bless him. Able to do what he wants. What a life.
Yeah, we should all be so lucky, right?
We should all strive to be more like Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, in every way.
That's right.
I have a black cat like him. There you go.
I own a Danzig record. That's about as close as I am to Glenn
Yeah.
Danzig.
Which one?
And Misfits. I own Misfits albums. That's about
There you
it.
go.
So
In parentheses, we just said it said pirate growling. Yeah.
we're in the sewer now.
I'm in the sewer. Pirate in the sewer.
Mm. He's just carrying this woman. That's what he's doing.
Dude, he's strong.
He's making it
Lean.
look easy. Making it look easy.
He's got that lean muscle. It's great. Like he's super shredded, but he's not really big, you know. That's a great look.
He's being chased by muscular D. Snyder here.
Yeah.
He just puts her down. All right, look. I've been carrying you.
Tired.
I've been carrying you for 3 miles. You got to do something. Come on, help me out.
Come on now. Well, boy, is she out, huh?
All right, you can't be that hurt. Come on.
Dude, look, he put her down. Got his knife. He's always got to get that knife.
He is a knife. This is a very knifey movie.
Yeah.
It really is. Everybody has a blade.
Wielding a blade.
Yeah. There mustn't be a lot of guns here.
No. Well, bullets are probably limited, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You can make a blade out of anything if you try hard enough.
That's right. Look at him. He's kind of preparing.
This is ridiculous.
No way. This is sick. Are you kidding?
I mean ridiculous in a good way.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the Van
You
Damme
see
stretch.
that?
There it is.
Yes. There it is.
We've
Van
done
Damme
it.
stretch.
We've done it. We've hit the quota. One Van Damme
Coming
stretch
down.
per movie.
Got him.
Is the implication there that he stabbed him in the throat through his mouth?
Yes.
Ah, I see.
He does do the stretch in Bloodsport, right?
I believe so.
At the beginning, I think towards the beginning. I think he's wearing little white shorts.
Yep.
All right.
It's very this scenery here is going to be very bad for that chainmail. He's going to get a lot of rust on it.
Oh yeah, can you imagine what that chainmail, what the humidity would do to it?
The humidity, the water, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's.
Hopefully he has more than one.
You get well, geez, I don't know. In the dystopian future, chainmail's hard to come by too. I'm sure.
That's a good point. He might have to get like faux chainmail.
Yeah, what would that be made out of?
So, hemp. I don't know. Grass.
Yeah, what's the most abundant resource in a dystopian future?
I don't know. It looked grass. It looked like there was plenty of grass there.
A lot of grass. That's true.
Knives. It'll just be made of knives.
Yeah, weapons. Yeah, blades.
It's like plenty of those.
But I mean, with the population reduction, manufacturing shutting down could help stop climate change, and so things can flourish again. Nature can reclaim what it once owned.
Make more chainmail. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal.
That's right. Ah, man.
This field.
But it's like a marshland. You see that? So this guy, we've seen this guy before with the staff there, and he's very wily.
Male pirate screaming.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd necessarily call them pirates, but okay.
Well, I think they were on the boat. They commandeered a boat, Technically, right?
I guess.
I guess what's the definition of a
right? But now they're running through
pirate.
They're not pirating right now. They're running through a field.
And that's my Lex Luger guy right there. He's still at it.
Is he doing the Lex Luger howl while he's running here?
Yeah. Every step of the way. Wow. All right. So my bro, Crucial John, he says that this fight scene coming up here is a perfect fight scene.
Really?
Yes, in the marsh. Well, let's see.
All right. He doesn't have a blade. He's already at a disadvantage.
That's true.
Mm.
Jean Claude's got his.
He has a pipe or a
Yeah.
staff. That does just look like a pipe. I don't even know if that's a staff. I think that's just a pipe.
He's making do with what he has, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, she has 2 knives.
Oh.
Oh my! Oh wait,
Yeah,
he
did you
does
see
have,
that?
Oh my God,
Yes.
he does have knives.
Yes.
What a swerve! Oh, well, her hand's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, and well, she's gonna be dead.
She got one shot at it though.
Oh man. Well.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's Lex Luger right there.
Mm-hmm. Running through the field.
Dude, we get a lot of his kicking too. That's so good.
We really are. He must have it in like his contract. He has to do a spin kick and a Van Damme stretch in every movie he's in.
Good for him.
Hey, good work if you can get it. I guess.
Yeah, that's the moneymaker.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this movie delivers.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just delivers on every account.
Oh God.
This Lex Luger, there he is. He looks a lot like John Cena too. In
He
the
really
face.
does. Oh, boot knife.
There it is.
Wait, he's gonna put
See,
him in
look,
a
he's grappling like the total package too.
Oh God, what a punch. I mean, I feel like, yeah, it's violent, but I don't know.
But
I mean,
not.
it's deserving of the R for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like there's more violent movies than this.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. This does not feel like it's right on the verge
No,
of
not
like an
even
X
close.
rating, right?
No.
Yeah. I agree. This is just a kick-ass action movie, right?
Yeah,
It's just a real butt kicker.
All killer, no filler.
Yeah, that's right.
See, the problem is they sprinkle story in it.
See, I like this story. I think it's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not awful, but it's I don't know. Did you need it?
Well, I love a movie that pumps you up like this, you know?
Yeah.
Like this does, Predator 2 does.
Mm-hmm. He is in a way.
Yeah. He's in a way, all right. Stand him up, Fender says. Punch is landing.
Well, don't punch the chain. That's just not smart. Don't punch the chain, though.
He's got to be smarter than that. Oh, man. Danny Glover got pigeonholed into an interesting character, didn't he?
He sure did.
Just a tired, angry law enforcement officer.
You can thank Lethal Weapon for that.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon, a movie we've watched previously here on Piece of the Action. Check it out if you haven't listened to it.
Yeah. Yeah, Lethal Weapon, that's a good series. The one with Joe Pesci. The second one, I think that's the best one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. With the apartheid subplot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jeez. Oh, here's this sunken ship we're gonna fight near.
Yes.
That is the implication that this used to be underwater.
Yeah, I think so. Right.
I would think so. That's a sunken ship, and it's on sand. So
yeah, well,
I don't think they dug it up just to put it on sand.
It's sunken, and it's not sunken any longer.
Yeah, used to be sunken. Oh God, those eyes.
There's the eyes.
Those eyes are like truth serum. Like, fine, I'll tell you whatever you want.
All right. So we faded to black here. We've come back.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna see? It was lights out for Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I got a pretty good idea what's happening here.
Did we see a little foreshadowing of this in the opening scene of the movie?
Sure did.
Oh, man.
This is a very slow pan to what is going on here.
They're milking the shot.
Gotta artificially extend the movie.
They gotta build tension here.
It's a short movie as it is. Shit, we clocked in at 70 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not making fun of this one at all. No way. Look at this. Crucified for our sins.
Yeah.
Jean Claude, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Not a word is spoken. They just lay out, right? They just let the moment happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's still alive, though. That's a plus. He may just wish he was dead, but...
I wonder if that was like his artistic input. It's like he wants to be crucified. Put me on a cross.
Does he have that in his contract too? I don't remember him doing that. I don't remember him doing that in Kickboxer.
No, he's not crucified in sudden death.
No.
Okay, so do you remember both teams that were playing in the movie Sudden Death?
I know it was the Penguins because it was their arena. It was their arena. Oh, who the hell are they playing? I just watched it like a couple months ago. Was it? It wasn't Washington, was it?
You know, I honestly, I don't know. I just remembered. No. I just remembered the Penguins.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I know it was Pittsburgh. Sudden death. Let's see. We're still crucifying Van Damme here.
He's back. They left him. They left him on the cross here.
It's a very long scene.
Yeah, but they're milking it. I love it. All right, the sun is setting. That's an awesome shot too.
It's the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Pittsburgh Penguins.
I never would have guessed that. Washington Capitals sounded right to me.
That's who I couldn't remember, but
yeah. Okay, look at this. The sun is coming up now. We've had him a whole day here on the cross.
Mm-hmm.
We flash back.
Getting to the nitty gritty here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that hair.
Not a fan, huh?
No, it's awful. It's horrible. It doesn't even look real.
No. No, it doesn't.
It's so bad.
Is there any movie where he has legitimately long hair?
Oh.
Shoot long hair?
Shoot long hair? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think by what we've seen out of this wig, we now know that JCVD is a man who should not be with long hair.
He does not pull it off well.
He does not pull it off well.
There's a very, very funny clip of him on some kind of European dancing show or variety show.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from the mid 2000s, I think, where he's dancing with the lady and then it gets an erection.
Oh, great.
And he sheepishly covers his private area.
Well, it's very embarrassing.
Yeah. Silly boy.
Yeah. He needs to do more Van Damme stretches so he can control that a little bit better. Control those urges. You're on TV, for God's sake.
It's very embarrassing.
Show some decorum. For God's
decorum.
Sake. You're dancing on TV.
Decorum is the word. But it's Europe, you know. There's no rules there, certainly.
That's true. Boners are just allowed in Europe. That's just how it happens.
Not only that, they're encouraged. They're encouraged on
that's
TV.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, can you believe it? All right, so look. So we're
going
back now.
Go up just as much as the penises when they have boners. So.
Oh dear.
Look, you put that one on a T for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I know. This is a family program. I do apologize.
Yeah, yes, come on.
To all the kids listening to this podcast about the Jean Claude Van Damme movie Cyborg, I do apologize.
So now look,
all you youngsters.
do we see what's going on here? It's a younger, shorter-haired version of Fender.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his family. He's got an upside-down cross necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Jean Claude Van Damme. He's got him and his family in a well.
Yep.
But suspended above it, being held up with a rope.
Those teeth.
And here we go.
Mm-hmm.
And now we kind of get the reveal.
Yep. Oh, he's angry. He's angry up there. He's not happy.
Angry on that cross. Look at that. Look, he's just hanging. He's not even, his legs aren't even supported.
You know, I wonder if he's crazy enough to really do that. Just hang there.
That's what I was wondering. I wonder.
Mm. Oh.
Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the well, the family in the well, they're being held up by like a long barbed wire rope. Mm-hmm. They gave it to the little girl. And so she's got to, if she wants her family to live, she's got to have the strength to hold up the rope. Now, if it slips, obviously, the barbed wire is going to cut her. Mm-hmm. That's pretty gnarly.
It's a real pickle.
Real pickle. Mm-hmm. Look at him.
He's going to do it.
He's getting that anger.
Mm-hmm. He's very strong to be able to break that that large piece of wood.
He does those round kicks, you know, and the family is tied up. It's Jean Claude, it's his wife, and it's the little son, and they're all wrapped around, being held up by barbed wire. Look at that, and down they go into the well.
Down they go.
See, I mean that's pretty hard R.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that the R is deserved. Yeah. But an X, maybe it was a combination of that with the throat slashing.
Well, we don't because we don't know what exactly was cut out. So.
Right. When the Cyborg Criterion Collection release comes out.
Oh yeah, can you imagine? That piece of art. So he was able to climb out of the well. The others were not. I take it.
It appears that way. Oh, sure, he could carry that woman in the sewer, but he can't carry his wife up a well.
Yeah, well, look. I mean, it shows the wife's dead body wrapped in barbed wire at the bottom of a well. That's
sure.
And so we've got the juxtapositions here. Of the flashback of the well and him hanging on the cross. And he was able to break himself down from the cross.
Still tied to it, but
we see a shadowy figure with a knife.
That knife is the size of her leg.
Yeah. Look who it is.
Thank you. Finally. Haven't you heard me screaming for the last half hour?
Yeah, we're back, baby. We're back on the road. All right. So now we're back with what? Fender's gang again? What's waiting in Atlanta, Fender says.
Walking through a forest.
A beautiful southern forest. You spent much time in the South?
Florida. That's about it.
Yeah, that's technically the South.
It sure is.
Have you ever been to did you go to the WrestleManias down there or anything?
No, I did Disney and I did like that loop, Disney, Universal, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, Disney. So I've just in the past few months I've become a big big Disney fan.
Oh yeah.
It was my daughter. We took her to Disneyland for the first time. So
oh, nice.
we're all about it now.
All about it. That's
I
how it happens.
That's how it happens. Yeah, I hadn't been in a long time to Disneyland, but
Yeah,
it was awesome. Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been to Disneyland or just Disney World?
Just Disney World.
I can't comprehend it. Disney World. It's like so massive, right?
Oh, it's very big. I haven't been in years at this point, but it's very big. Last time I went, I'm assuming it's the same size now.
It's not shrunk a lot.
It's not big. It's not Disney Universe.
Right. Not yet.
Yeah.
But there's but you take boats in between different parks or something. There's like their own freeways, all that kind of stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, it's something like that. I haven't been in. I was a kid last time I went, but
yeah. So look, he's got cruciate stigmata wounds.
Mm-hmm. That he does.
And we're in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Looks lovely this time of year.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, look what they were able to do. $500,000.
Yeah, that is kind of impressive.
Yeah, and it's like, again, a lot of it was sets that were to be used for other movies, but I mean, they used what they had. Like this was probably stuff from He-Man, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like that, you can very easily see that being.
Who knew Atlanta had so much blue lighting?
Yeah, not me. Certainly not me.
Yeah. I've never been to Atlanta. Apparently, that's all the blue light.
I haven't either. So I mean, there's no way of knowing whether or not they have blue lights.
There's no way we could know whether Atlanta has blue light. There's absolutely no way.
There's simply no way of knowing.
It's impossible.
Okay, kind of everyone's converging now.
God, that chainmail.
It's great, isn't it?
Ugh.
It still shimmers like the day it was made. Look at that.
Oh, he found a bow and arrow.
Got a bow and arrow, baby. That's what's up. Look at him. Man, his game face is awesome. I can't get over it.
This fire behind him. My goodness.
Are you a little surprised he hasn't had a bit more of a pop culture renaissance?
Yeah. He did. He was in the Expendables, right? Those couple of those.
Yeah.
Seasons. But I feel like since then, I mean, he hasn't really done anything.
Because it seems like he's got enough of cool factor and kind of ridiculousness.
Totally.
To make him like a perfect candidate for some kind of. I mean, he was in a movie, or he was in a commercial where he was doing the Van Damme stretch between two trucks, right?
Yep.
But that didn't really. Like he should have parlayed. It seems like he should have parlayed that into something more.
Right.
Or like a Bloodsport remake or something.
Right. It's time to make Van Damme the new Keanu.
Yeah. Man, I love Keanu.
Me too.
Did you guys do Point Break on the show?
I have not yet.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you did. I thought one of the PTB Live Watch shows did a Point Break episode. Am I not?
I can't remember.
Yeah. That one's good. The Matrix. Obviously, you did The Matrix. But
that was the very first episode of
That's right.
The Action, which you can listen to. Go back and listen to it if you haven't. It's very good.
And how do the people listen to it?
On this here feed that you're listening to this on, the Place to Be Nation Pop Experience feed.
There you go. There's Lex.
The Lex Express rolls into Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right. He kind of looks like Cena in the face, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does a little bit.
Man, have you been following Cena's career as of late?
I sure have.
He's like, okay, so what do you think? I mean, we've got a hot fight scene here, but
Mhm.
what do you think of Cena's post wrestling career?
I think he's doing very well for himself. Obviously, he's been in a bunch of good movies. I like Suicide Squad quite a bit. So, I mean, the people love him. So, he's a good actor. I mean, he does funny well. He's a pretty good action guy. So,
Hmm.
I mean, the people love him. He's like the new Rock, if in that respect, where he
Do
could
you
kind of. Go ahead.
do you think he can surpass The Rock?
Oh, I don't know. The Rock is so massive right now.
Yeah.
I feel like The Rock is in like 10 movies a year and they're all hits.
Yeah. I think that, I mean, I don't think
That's a tall task.
a tall task. Yeah, literally a tall task.
Yeah, really.
So I watched a movie that he did. It was like it came out on Hulu.
Hmm.
Summer Vacation
Yeah,
Friends or
yeah.
something like that.
Vacation Friends. Yeah, it just came out not that long ago.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I haven't yet. I haven't had a
Man.
chance to.
So so my my threshold for enjoying comedy is if the people are trying to make something funny, I generally like it.
Hmm.
Like that's all I care about is like, are they like having a good time and trying to be funny?
Yep.
But I couldn't make it through Vacation Friends.
Not an enjoyable experience.
Dude, it's because I love John Cena and I
Hmm.
will watch any comedy movie and enjoy it, and I
Hmm.
couldn't do it. It was,
Really?
yeah. Here's my thought about Cena. It it seems like he may have peaked. It seems like he's a really hard worker.
Hmm.
He is, I mean, nobody in Hollywood seems to have a bad thing to say about him. Like, I bet he's really easy to work with and really
Hmm.
fun to work with.
Yep.
He tries really hard. He's pretty good. Like, I think he's got more range than The Rock does. The Rock
Hmm.
kind of
Yeah, I
plays
think you're
his
right.
character and does
Yep.
an awesome job, but Cena's got more range.
Hmm.
But I think Cena is, I think he's almost, it's almost like he's being, I think he maybe like doesn't have enough ego to kind of put his foot down on some stuff. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah. No, no, I
he's
get
just
what
kind of
you're saying.
doing like everything, you know? Like this.
Yeah, he doesn't want to like challenge anybody on what he
y-
thinks the character should be or something.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
this Vacation Friends movie,
Yep.
like he should have like he should have maybe not done that one. But I mean, how can you know?
Uh,
But like Suicide Squad, like I guess he was doing a lot of press
hmm.
kind of in character for
Oh,
it.
really? Oh, God.
Um which like that kind of paints him as like a big dumb, and a lot of times he'll come across as when he's doing comedy as like a big dumb silly guy, you know,
Hmm.
which I think that could be detrimental to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
he's also kind of ridiculous looking. Like
he
it's
he is a weird looking human being. We were
yeah,
talking about that with somebody on either a podcast or it might have been on Twitch. He is a strange looking human being. He's like he looks like he has to walk through doors sideways because he's so big. He's just so
he's
muscular. He's like very top heavy.
yeah, he's
He's
like
he's got these chicken legs and then he's got this like muscular body. It's so weird.
yeah, he's got a huge upper body,
Hmm.
chicken legs. He's a little bit pigeon-toed, and he's got a big bottom.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And like he's got the hair transplant.
His hair is a tragedy right now.
Yeah, his hair is nuts. And like he's trying to slim down. Like he's just naturally very big and muscular, but he's
Hmm.
not as big and as muscular as he was.
Right.
So it just I don't know, to the average person, you know, maybe it's just because we've had a decade plus, 15 years of him looking a certain way and wrestling, and so he's now trying to look very different than that. So it's kind of hard to see it objectively,
Right.
but he looks really, really odd to me.
He really does. It's not just you. Believe me.
Yeah, but that again, like The Rock, looks cool and big, and he's. Again, you're comparing him to like the biggest movie star in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough comparison, but still.
All right. So during that John Cena discussion, our villain has been stabbed and killed.
Yes, Fender is dead.
Fender is dead after a knife fight. Weird, a knife fight in this movie. A knife fight in the rain. Rainy blue Atlanta here. Oh, he's still alive. Never mind.
Yeah.
Swerve. He's been stabbed in the chest, but he's still alive somehow.
That he's somehow more than human, maybe.
He might be a cyborg.
Yeah. Talk about a weird looking guy, though.
He really is.
Cyborg is strange looking, strange body.
He's the John Cena of cyborgs.
Yeah, there you go. But now we figured out who that girl is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Look at that. Oh.
Right through this particle board here.
That's one of the few flaws in the set design. In my opinion. That and the wig have been the only. Oh, look at that.
I mean, $500,000. I mean,
stabbed him with a meat hook.
He sure did.
He kicked him into a meat hook.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would put me out. I'll tell you right now. And I'm not a cyborg.
Well, it turns out he wasn't either.
Oh, I see. Well,
you can rest easy, Gibson.
Mm-hmm. You've brought honor to the Rickenbacker name.
That's right. Yeah, very, very blue out there.
It really is.
That's gotta be
no expert.
Masters of the Universe stuff.
I don't think that's how Atlanta looks. I'm no expert.
Well, again, how could we know?
Yeah, that's true. There's no way of knowing.
Yeah, asking Chad Campbell. That's the only way, I guess.
I'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
Is it very blue there? There's no way to know. I need to know.
Yeah. Did you ever see the original Masters of the Universe movie?
Oh God, I might have.
Probably the Dolph Lundgren one.
If I did, it was when I was young. I can't remember.
Yeah, because it's very blue, as I recall.
Well, that would make sense then.
There you go. He also did a Captain America movie. There was
God, yes, he did. You're right.
The 80s one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was one I used to see. I never saw the movie, but I would see the cover in the VHS box cover in the video store. Every time I went in.
Yeah. What a shame. Pity.
Yeah.
She's gonna die here in this blue lit Atlanta.
There's kind of three different ladies that lady characters here. It's an early feminist film too. I believe this passes the Bechdel test. Or Bechdel test. If you're familiar, are you familiar with that?
I've heard of it. Yeah. I don't know exactly what it is, but I've heard the name.
So it's like it's a way to measure. I don't know which. I guess sexism in a movie, but it's like there's a couple different questions that you ask. It's like, okay, do females in the movie when they interact with each other? Are they talking about anything other than a man?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like one that's the main one. I think there's one other question relating to like is there a female without a love interest or something like that? And which those are kind of like absurd questions to think about, but like a surprisingly large number of movies
Oh,
that do not pass those tests.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yeah. But here we are. Look, we're at the CDC. Ha.
It's Dr. Fauci from.
That's him.
There he is.
From the future.
What was that door? I want that door.
Yeah.
My God, that's the best part of the movie was that door.
that's the real indication that it's
I want that to open. I want that to go into my fucking bedroom. Just that door that drops down. I want the sound too. Well, that was a great watch, Drew. Thank you for choosing that fine a film, a fine piece of American cinema.
It's a piece of art.
Well, as we roll credits on this movie, we roll credits on this here podcast. Drew, I know you don't do very many pods anymore, but is there a Twitter you would like to direct people towards or anything else?
Look, I got a few things to plug here.
Oh, now, well, excuse me.
Oh, yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at _burning spirits. I've got, me and Chad have our ongoing GWCW list countdown. So look for that. That's on the North-South Connection feed. There's a new show at some point. Be on the lookout for that. I don't know how much, I forget how much has been revealed or not. So, but it's me and a couple other familiar names. So that'll be coming out mid-September, depending on when this drops. And also a little musical plug. Please, I recorded a new musical project. You can check that out at solemnlament.bandcamp.com. Cassette tapes soon to be available on Sword Worship Records. So check that out. Pure traditional doom metal, baby. That's what's up.
That is what's up with one Drew Wardlaw. As for me, you can find me over on the wrestling feed on every other episode of Highway to the Impact Zone. We are currently in April of 2005 on the road to Lockdown 2005, so check all those out. And you can find me, my debut on the Extreme Three-Way Dance as the newest member of the Extreme Three-Way Dance has dropped as of this recording. Check that out. We look at episodes of ECW Hardcore TV from March and April of 1996, so please check those out. Very grateful to both JT and Jenny for allowing me to join that show as the third host. It is much appreciated. So, Drew, once again, thank you for joining me here this evening on Piece of the Action. Much appreciated.
Thank you, brother. Anytime.
All right, and thus concludes another episode of Piece of the Action, and we will see you all next time.